I started tracking my investment journey as a beginner investor here on YouTube since May 2022 through my investment portfolio update series, and in today's video I'm going to show you guys exactly how much money I made on EasyEquities over the past year. I will share all of my wins and losses, mistakes and regrets by showing you some real hardcore numbers, and I will also give you guys 5 important lessons that I've learned throughout this journey with the hope that you find it educational and that it somehow motivates you to amplify your own investment journey as well. Now, what I'm about to share is my own financial journey based on my own level of financial knowledge and experience. It is not financial advice, and just because something has worked for me does not mean that it will necessarily work for you. Now, with that out of the way, let's get started. Now, anyone that has been investing in the markets over the past year or so would know that it has been an absolute roller coaster. The S&P 500, which tracks the top 500 companies in America, went up by 14%, dropped by 16%, climbed by 16%, dropped by 7%, and then climbed again by 14%. Bitcoin climbed by 21%, dropped by 31%, climbed again by a wacko 112%, and then dropped again by 16%. And our beloved South African Rand has lost more than 19% against the mighty US dollar.
Rand, by the way, is the South African funny money. It's the currency, which is completely useless now.
And that, ladies and gents, is the first lesson in today's video. If you want to invest in the stock market, you should be prepared to stomach these types of ups and downs. Seeing the value of your portfolio drop by more than 20% at a time is not lacquer in any way, shape or form. But that's just how the stock market sometimes works. But if we zoom out and we look at it over the long run, and by that I mean more than 10 years, stocks will always outperform other types of asset classes like property, bonds and cash. So if you are investing for the long run, then it makes sense to invest in growth assets like property and stocks, but you need to understand that you will see short-term volatility, and sometimes the biggest mistake that you can possibly make is to panic sell all of your investments when they are at a loss. Right, so let's see how my different portfolios performed over the past year, starting with my EasyEquities ZAR account. Now, if you've been following my investment portfolio update series since May last year, you would know that I made some radical changes. Initially, at the end of 2021, when everything just went up and up and up, I got caught up in the hype and bought a bunch of individual local stocks based on recommendations that I found on the world's most trustworthy cornucopia of information, Twitter.
Nope.
I held 28 local individual stocks, 1 ETF and the EC10 crypto bundle in this portfolio, just to see how most of them came down, crashing down during the stock market crash of 2022. So second lesson here, be careful of following other people, especially social media influencers, stock picking advice, especially when it comes to individual stocks. It is lack and all when everything goes up, because then everyone seems like a genius. And you will find YouTube and Twitter being littered with these geniuses claiming that they found the next hot stock pick that will 10x in the next month. Same goes for crypto coins. Social media influencers will jump on any trend that can get them views, hype up the price of small cap stocks or crypto coins that you've probably never even heard of, making them incredibly overvalued. And then once everyone has bought into the hype, they pull the rug by selling off their large holdings, making a lack of profit for themselves, but in turn causing the stock or crypto to crash, leaving the majority of investors with a loss. This happened many times over the past 3 years, with many gullible beginner investors falling into all of these traps, myself included. Long-term investing generally should be boring. You will most likely be better off just buying a well-diversified ETF or unit trust every single month and not compulsively looking at your portfolio returns every single day. And if you cannot trust yourself and you easily succumb to the fear of missing out on market hype where you buy all the stocks at the top, or even the fear of losing out when you sell at the bottom, then best would be to just get a financial planner to manage your investments on your behalf. To be a successful investor, in my opinion, is based on 30% knowledge and 70% behavior. Case in point, when I saw in June 2022 that my portfolio was looking rather bleak, I sold off a bunch of stocks to trim down my portfolio from 28 stocks and 1 ETF to just 12 individual stocks. I also sold off my crypto bundle, not because the loss I made, but because EasyEquities opened a new platform dedicated to crypto and I couldn't transfer my crypto directly. So I sold it off and then I just bought it again on the other platform, which we will get to in a minute. So anyway, the opening value of my EasyEquities ZAR account in June 2022 was 8,311 Rand, and in June 2023 it was 17,484 Rand. Now it would seem like I made a profit of 2.8% based on this screenshot, but this is actually not the case. If you want to see the actual performance of your portfolio since inception, then you will have to download a statement from the EasyEquities platform. This will give you a much better overview on how your portfolio has actually performed since inception. And as you can see here, my EasyEquities ZAR portfolio way underperformed the JSE Top 40 index. Granted, my EC10 holding that I sold and rebought on another platform would skew this graph drastically, but still, I would have been way better off just buying a boring old ETF that tracks the top 40 companies in South Africa instead of trying to pick winning stocks. So lesson number 3, be careful and very skeptical when you see screenshots online of other people's portfolios, especially here on YouTube. It is extremely easy to mislead people, especially when making clickbaity thumbnails, because not only can you just simply steal a screenshot of someone else's portfolio and claim it is your own, but you can also cook the numbers by being very selective of what you decide to show the world. Again, people were quick to jump onto the hype of stock market recommendations when we were in a bull market rally, because those videos tend to get a ton of clicks and views, but almost none of them would be willing to show you their losses when the markets eventually crashed.
Okay.
Right, so let's move on to my EasyEquities tax-free savings account, which looks a little bit better. In June 2022, my portfolio had a value of 28,920 Rand, which at the time was at a loss of 6% or 1,845 Rand. And now in June 2023, my portfolio value is 67,521 Rand with a profit of 8.8% or 5,455 Rand. And if we look at my investment statement, then you can see that this portfolio actually beat the JSE Top 40 index by a slight margin, with the actual performance over the past 12 months being 12%. Now my tax-free savings account portfolio allocation stayed pretty much the same for most of the year. I sold off 2 ETFs in June last year to trim it down, did some intensive research on what the best tax-free savings account allocation for me would be, made a video about it that you guys can go and watch here, and then I just followed the exact same strategy by rand cost averaging into these 4 ETFs every single month. And lo and behold, as you can see, this has been a way better strategy than me just trying to pick winning stocks. Lesson number 4. You suck at investing and you can't beat the market. Yes, you may get lucky and pick 1 or 2 stocks that goes through the roof, but picking winning individual stocks consistently over a couple of decades is close to impossible. So why would you, who watched 2 YouTube videos and bought a course from a 19-year-old who will teach you the secrets of picking stocks or trading or whatever, be able to defy the odds?
May the odds be ever in your favor.
Now I'm giving you guys some tough love here, because I'm also talking to myself. It deeply saddens me to see people losing money, which they really don't have, to predators on the internet making false promises and feeding off of gullible people. And what's making me even more sad is hearing about beginner investors who lost money in the stock market and who now believe that investing is a scam altogether and is not even interested in saving and investing at all. It all boils down to poor financial literacy, and that is something that I want to change, and the main reason behind this whole YouTube channel. I want to teach you guys to be responsible investors so that you can provide for your families and yourself in retirement and not fall for these revolting scams that are littered all over the internet. So if that is something that resonates with you, then somewhere do the subscribes. Right. So next, let's look at my EasyEquities US dollar account. In June 2022, the portfolio value was $2,887 with a loss of 8.5% or $268. And now in June 2023, the value is $5,100 with a profit of 20.4% or $863. And if we dive a bit deeper into my portfolio statement, we can see that this portfolio did underperform the S&P 500 index, but the gap is quickly closing with the actual 12-month performance being 13.7%. So what happened here? Similar to my EasyEquities ZAR portfolio, I bought a bunch of individual US stocks during the bull market rally of late 2021, 34 to be exact, just to see almost all of them losing double digits in value. I then decided in June 2022 to sell off 28 stocks and one ETF to trim down my portfolio to only a handful of large cap blue chip stocks. Now, this initial sell-off resulted in me realizing some losses, but I just reinvested some of these funds into my core individual stocks and continued to do so throughout the year. I used the Simply Wall Street website to find stocks that are the most undervalued, and then I just bought more of them regardless of what the market did. Now, if you watched some of my portfolio update videos over the past year, you would have noticed that this portfolio, for the most part, has just been in the red because of the overall stock market crash, especially in the tech industry where most of these stocks are concentrated. And the reason why I continued to post these videos, even though my portfolio was looking quite bleak, was to show you that despite seeing red in your portfolio, you need to continue investing, as this is actually the best time to buy good quality companies at massive discounts. And if you stay in the market and you do not panic sell, then you will most likely be rewarded, granted that you actually bought good companies or ETFs or unit trust that tracks good companies. Case in point, this portfolio saw a 31.5% profit from the beginning of the year until now. Now, I kept this portfolio rather small and was lucky in the sense that even the strongest companies in the world was undervalued, so it was easy for me to identify them and invest into every single month. But once their prices recovered, I kind of struggled to find undervalued large cap stocks and did not want to spend hours and hours looking for small cap companies that may or may not go up in value. Also, the idea behind picking individual stocks is that you will eventually need to sell them if you've made a lacquered profit. And again, I don't have the time to compulsively follow the news of each and every single company and do a bunch of calculations to be able to predict when to sell, which again, very few people get right in any case. So lesson number 5. You would most likely be better off spending your time increasing your income, whether it is doing extra shifts at your day job or starting a side hustle, and investing that extra income into broad market ETFs or unit trusts, than you would be spending hours and hours on end trying to find a marginal profit on a small company, especially if your investment portfolio is still very small. If you can make more money and invest just 10% more per month, that will be much more valuable than trying to find a winning stock that will give you a 10% profit. The odds are simply just not in your favor. Now, if you do enjoy watching and following the news of your favorite companies, then by all means, scratch that little itch and try your hand at picking individual stocks. But only use a small percentage of your investment portfolio or use the free demo accounts on EasyEquities, and then after a year, download your portfolio statement and see how you performed. If you are like me, you would probably realize that your time is way better spent increasing your skills to try and increase your income and therefore increasing your investments. Now, I do have a couple of other investments in crypto, portfolio and unit trust, but in order to try and not make this video 5,000 hours long, I'm not going to go over them today. I think that there are enough lessons to be learned from my experience investing in the stock market over the past year, and I really hope that you guys have found some value in it. Moving forward, I will most likely just invest my money into broad market ETFs and unit trusts within my tax-free savings account and retirement annuity, and then spend the rest of my time building up my side hustles in order to increase my income. I don't think I'll continue making these monthly portfolio update videos, as I believe that I've taught you guys everything that I know by using a real life case study example. But I might give an update every now and again, if you really want to see it. You are also more than welcome to watch a series from the beginning to the end on this playlist to kind of see how my thought process and investment strategy has evolved during these unprecedented times. If you guys have any questions, then gooi them in the comments. You must have a lekker day. Cheers.